Whoopsies, I forgot. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, there's gonna be some minimal stream elements today because the website that hosts a lot of my like little streamy things is down, so we're just gonna be pretty minimal. But doesn't really matter. We're already pretty minimal as it is. So we got the last two DLCs today. Well, technically it was one because it was like a DLC drop. They dropped two, this time around, like right around 27th, probably? I don't know. I don't know exactly when. Either way, point is, we got 2. Compared to the 1 drops that we were getting before. But that's probably because they wanted to, like, you know, go off with a bang, I guess. Since this is all we have left of the current story of RAINCODE. Which will probably get more, considering I heard that it did well regardless. And honestly, it's probably a good thing, because, like, I want to see more. I mean, yeah, kinda. It's definitely in, like, the genre. I wouldn't call cyberpunk, it's more, it's got the visuals of cyberpunk, but it's a lot more neon noir. Than anything. Sorta.
Death is always awaiting me upon my path.
But either way, we're starting with Vivia's today.
Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet. Even if I manage to overcome them and make progress down that path, when I turn around, the cruel truth is waiting there. The shadows are a procession to my own funeral. To live means to continuously die.
Vivia would totally be like a
Every
freaking
human
horror writer.
Is nothing but a walking corpse. And so, I too am dying in this moment.
What are you doing, Vivia? What are you doing? Oh, it's a woman. Vivia, what are you doing?
It doesn't seem to be moving at all. And the management company isn't responding either.
Oh, they're stuck in an elevator.
I guess we just have to wait. If you wait long enough, everything will come to an end. Just as there is rain unceasing, a day will come when the sun doesn't rise, and when the oceans dry up too. One day, you will die, and so will I.
Is that supposed to be a joke? How can you talk about death in this situation?
This is just how he is.
I'm not enjoying this situation enough to make light jokes about it.
I think I'd find things a bit more enjoyable if I wasn't trapped in here with you.
I apologize if I've offended you. I wish to avoid all unnecessary fights.
Same goes for me. Sorry I raised my voice. I'm not used to situations like this.
Nor am I. We found something we agree on.
Aren't you afraid?
Afraid?
Of all this?
He's a little special.
We're stuck in an elevator, hanging in midair.
He's accepted that he's gonna die someday. And he wants to. Like, we know this.
What if something happens and we fall to our deaths?
I don't think I'm afraid.
What if the elevator is never fixed and we're trapped here forever?
Then it'll be like a coffin. I actually think it would be rather cozy. I could just sleep here until I die.
He would. He would.
What's with you and your death wish?
It's not like I intended to have one. It's hard to describe. Thinking of death is like breathing to me.
Do you find it fun to live like that?
Isn't that what life is all about? There are things that I find fun. For example, I love reading stories.
Oh, plenty.
For some reason, I feel more alive when I can invest in a story's protagonist. I also love gazing at the beauty found in nature. Seeing plants sway in the breeze brings joy to my heart.
Mood.
You sure are a strange one.
I don't know why you think that's strange. I don't know. I feel that's pretty normal.
Am I? What about you? What makes you happy?
Well, I suppose I like to observe life.
Observe life?
I used to be a nurse.
Ah. Makes sense.
I've seen many lives saved and lost at the hospital. Life should be more precious than diamonds. But some people are treated more poorly than a pebble on the road.
You don't have to tell me that.
Isn't that strange? A life is a life. So why should its value be different depending on the person?
Because the rich and powerful hold all the keys.
So now, whenever I look at people, I watch their lives. I wonder how valuable each life may be.
You're also kind of strange.
Am I?
Speaking of which, I didn't catch your name. I'm Vivia. Who are you?
I'm Rio.
Rio.
Rio. I think we may have met before. Do you remember?
Remember? When did you two meet? When? Ah, probably, yeah.
Hey, Vivia. Everyone else is out on a job. How long are you gonna stay there?
I said that we're not... a lot of my stream elements are not working right now because of where I host them, I think. Actually, no. Let me check something. They may still work. Give me a second. No, they don't. No, they don't. I think it's because, like, a lot of things are not working right now in regards to my stream, so... As of right now, those are not working. So we're just gonna have to, like, do this.
Until
as is.
I die?
You gotta be kidding me. Do I have to pull the pieces of you out of there once you're a skeleton? If you have free time, why don't you help work on some unsolved cases?
I think Vivi would rather have his bones stay in there. That way they could be like firewood. Probably.
Chief, do I look like I have a lot of free time to you?
You look like you're so bored you could die. Look, just hear me out as a way to kill time. There have been a series of suspicious deaths lately. People jumping to their demise from a certain building.
Sounds like something... It does sound very familiar.
The first one was over 5 years ago, and people have been periodically jumping ever since. There's been over 10 confirmed cases.
What's suspicious about that? They came across a building to jump off of when they happened to feel like dying. That's probably all there is to it.
That could be true for 1 or 2 cases, but over 10 times in the same spot? That's unusual, no matter how you look at it.
Are you suggesting someone is pulling the strings behind the scenes?
We won't know until it's investigated. It'd be an absolute nightmare if someone is getting their kicks killing people and making it look like suicide.
Have the man that is infatuated with death go after the death cases, of course.
For the sake of the town's safety, it's not something we can ignore. That's where we come in.
There's no point in investigating it. All we will find is boring reality.
No matter how boring it is, it's still reality. There's value in finding it.
Detectives are such troublesome creatures.
Aren't you one too?
Huh?
Huh?
Don't look at me all surprised.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What are you talking about? I'm a detective. I read books and rest.
Why'd you come here if you're no detective? Aren't you here to solve mysterious crimes and help those who are lost?
No, I don't want to do it. No. What are they loading? What are they loading? Probably the elevator again. Or not.
He asked me why I came to this town. I don't understand it myself. I'm not actively searching for a place to die just yet. I'm not here to be a detective searching for the truth. It's nothing so pure or sincere.
He's just vibing through existence.
The reason I came to this city was due to my impatience with living. What did I seek by coming here? What do I expect from this place?
Ah. Oh.
That was a woman in a red raincoat. That reminds me. The chief did mention something. Around the building where the suicides occur, a suspicious woman in a red raincoat has often been spotted. I'm not interested in the truth, but I am interested in her. I should try to tag along behind her without being spotted.
Oh no, is it a tailing mission? His little run! No, so nonchalant, just like letting his body flow. Where'd she go? She jumped down. The run cycle.
I see. This is the perfect building for dying.
What makes you say that? Is it just the ominous nature?
we've met before? Are you sure about that? I don't remember you at all. Are you sure it was me you met?
There's no mistake. You have that smell.
Smell?
You smell faintly of death.
You can just tell, you know.
What do you mean by that? That's rather rude.
Do you live
Just the vibe of the
in
place.
this building?
Yes. Why?
Uh-huh. From what I've heard, there hasn't been anyone living in this building for a long time.
Who said that? Oh, was it the people around here? They probably have a grudge against this place. They say the building blocks the sun, or that it's sinking into the bedrock.
What about all the people who have fallen to their deaths from this place?
10 cases.
Is that nothing but a groundless rumor, too?
Of course it is.
But it isn't. It's fact. Even the newspapers have articles about it. If you live here, then you must have heard about it. Many unsolved cases in the city have been completely left alone. Of course, this has nothing to do with me. I have no interest or desire to know the truth.
Yeah.
However, I am somewhat interested in you.
Are you hitting on me?
No. He's just interested in your energy.
I suppose you could take it that way.
Sort of.
I see. To be honest, I'm interested in you too.
Well, that you wanna push him off, don't you?
Although it's more that your life force makes me curious. It's... how do I put this? Faint.
I mean, he is always leaning in between life and death. After all, he can leave his frickin' body.
Thinner than paper. Almost as though I can see death waiting on the other side.
I could say the same about you. Sheesh. This is a hassle. I guess I'll get to the point. You killed them, didn't you?
I did it?
You lured people from the city here and pushed them off the building, making it appear like suicide. Why did you kill them? There's no benefit in it for you. For fun. You wanted to see them die? Or did you develop a special interest in the value of people's lives? If so, that makes you a serial killer.
Ben's really?
Me? A killer?
I mean, that laugh is pretty killer-esque. Let's be real.
Well then, I guess that means you're trapped inside an elevator with a killer.
Strangely, I found myself in situations like this often. Whether I want it or not, death finds its way to me.
You're not afraid?
Afraid? No, it's more like observing from a great distance as dark clouds slowly spread out over the ocean.
I don't quite get it, but it doesn't sound joyful to me. Though, you were like this from the very beginning. Truth be told, I can tell when someone has a death wish. I sense their desire to go to the other side. Yes, you remind me of them.
The other side. Did all those you lured here feel the same way?
Lord? You're mistaken. I didn't do anything myself. I was just... here.
Vibes.
People like you happen to show up here. Then they depart to the other side on their own.
You really want to insist that you weren't involved? That all those who died came here of their own accord?
That's right. Aren't you the same way?
Me? Perhaps. I want to die someday.
There he goes again.
And perhaps this is a fitting place for it.
The view here is nice, don't you think? That's certainly an added benefit. The journey here wasn't easy, but things are just getting started. Vivia, let's save Kanai Ward. Together.
That's not why I came to this city.
Right. I'm counting on you then. Wait, what did you say? Did I mishear you?
I don't care what happens to Kanai Ward. And I have no intention to obey orders from the WDO either.
He's just here. I may be a WDO detective, but I have no intention of doing anything with him.
I just want some peace and quiet. A calming place where time will gently pass by.
What are you talking about? You're not gonna find that here. The only place you can find perfect peace is heaven.
I mean, you say that, but like, the vibes of this place, you know? The rain. It's just whoosh.
And the only ones who can reach it are the dead. Wait, don't tell me you...
Just leave me alone.
I can't do that. We need your help. Hey, Vivia!
I love Vivia. Mood of a character.
I've always been able to see the dead, and what they tell me is always true. The truth has been exhausting for me, for as long as I can remember. Even when I cover my eyes and ears, their voices continue to whisper it to me. Please, be quiet. No matter how much I beg for it, the calm will never come. Where's the perfect peace? It's found in death.
Ah, there's the look. Everyone who steps into this elevator has the same look in their eyes. They want to escape reality as soon as possible. They don't care where they end up, as long as they can get away. This elevator will take you to your desired exit.
Oh boy.
The path to the other side.
And it's your job to see them off. You've seen so many on their way from here. It's like you are the guide to the afterlife.
Death herself,
So what if I am?
perhaps.
Aren't you similar?
Perhaps that may be true. It moved.
Life is like this elevator. Once it moves, it will not stop. I can hear them.
Hey, Vivia! Where are you?
Oh no.
Hey, Vivia! Where are you?
That voice.
Do you recognize it?
No.
If you have any attachments in this world, I suggest you don't depart.
Attachments. If that's the case, why did you go to the other side?
Huh?
The first of those who died was a woman wearing a red raincoat.
Yeah.
Her
Makes
name was
sense.
real. It was written in a newspaper article. Why do you still ride this elevator, even after death? Isn't it because you're still attached to this world?
Who are you? You don't seem like an ordinary human.
Definitely not.
I'm a regular detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side.
I see. Still, you surprised me. You knew I was already dead.
I told you in the beginning, and you smelled of death.
You did.
You're responsible for stopping this elevator, using some spiritual power, or whatever. You haven't been guiding the suicidal to the roof of this building. You've been stopping the elevator in an attempt to make them reconsider.
You sure are a mean one. You knew all along.
Did you try to save them?
Yes. As I'm sure you know, I haven't been able to stop a single one. More than 10. And I've watched all of them go. That's why I think it's my fault. Because I chose this place for my own death, it's become rather famous for suicides. I was just tired of living. I wanted to go somewhere far away from this place.
But you regret it.
Yes. That's why I always stop the elevator whenever someone comes here. So I can speak to them. But I've never been able to convince them otherwise. All I've done is provide some time to think things over. Everyone who comes here has claimed none would be saddened by their deaths. I've never been able to get them to recant those words.
That should be expected. After all, it is the truth. Everyone must overcome the death of others to keep on living. No one can remain in place and look back every time.
And even then, they aren't even technically dead. Because everyone by this point is now homunculi. They've just started existing as something else instead.
Is that so? We're almost to the roof. From here on, I can do nothing to stop this. Please listen. Even if you get to the roof, don't step out onto the floor.
Why?
Because they will try to take you. As long as you don't listen to them, you'll be able to shake it off. That's because you're here to investigate what happened, not for your own death.
I don't know about that. The moment I got on the elevator, I think I made up my mind.
No! You must be determined to survive! Otherwise they will take you!
Life and death. I fail to see the border between the two anymore. They both overlap. I can no longer tell which one is the real me.
Then please, think of the people you will leave behind! You must have some in your life. Are you really going to depart without saying farewell to them? There must be someone you'll regret not saying goodbye to.
If I had someone like that, I wouldn't be here.
Sure, Vivia.
I have no one.
We need your help. Isn't it cool to have a detective agency in a submarine? If you ever have trouble here in Kanai Ward, just come on by. The other detectives and I will always have your back. In exchange, you better watch out for us, too.
What a pain.
If you ever need something, let me know.
I want peace and quiet.
Huh?
I want to be left alone.
There's no way I can do that. We're pals, aren't we?
Antisocial behavior.
Vivia, you've barely eaten a thing since you came here. You're looking kind of emaciated.
I'm eating well enough.
That's not for eating, that's for reading.
Same thing.
How could they be the same thing? Do you hate the food in this town or something?
He gains sustenance from the words.
The hotel restaurants offer lots of different choices. I'm sure you'll find something you can eat. All right, today's my treat. Let's go get dinner at a restaurant.
Why bother with all that trouble? I wish you'd leave me alone.
I can't do that. I may not look it, but I can be pretty persistent. You told me one thing, so now I have to do the opposite. That's just how I am. That's what made me the detective I am today.
I did remember, though, that Yako, really meant a lot to Vivi in the main
Don't wait
game,
for death.
especially near the
At
end.
this rate, he'll be taken away. They're growing stronger. Each new one makes them more formidable. They will even take hold of the living. We've arrived. They're coming.
Oh no. Hands!
So death awaits me here.
Don't go any further! Huh? They aren't moving. It's almost as though they haven't noticed you.
He's in between.
I thought so. They're only able to take away the living.
Hey Darth, how you doing?
Then you're also...
I'm the same as you all. I'm a ghost.
No way!
I'm doing alright, We're gonna be finishing off these DLCs since we got 2 this time compared to the last few.
However, in my case, my body still lingers in this world.
What does that mean? Who are you?
He's a master detective.
I've already told you. I'm an ordinary detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side. I decided to come here in my ghost form to try talking to you. And thanks to that, I can't be dragged out of here.
Really? I don't quite understand, but you sure are a mysterious person.
Can't take the dead.
I wouldn't mind walking away on my own, but I refuse to let someone take me away from here. That is not the peace I desire.
So you've reconsidered?
There is no need for you to be imprisoned here. I think your atonement has been fulfilled. Isn't it about time you sever your attachments here?
No. I want to remain behind. I need to ensure they don't take anyone else who comes here.
The suicide prevention ghost woman.
Not everyone is as strong as you are.
I'm not strong at all. I've just grown used to death. Also, will the elevator move again? Or is it stuck on the roof?
Yeah, until someone pushes the button.
Vivia! Are you there?
That's Chief Yako.
He's not here? Damn it. I'm at the wrong place. I thought he'd come here to investigate. I'm so exhausted.
He took the stairs all the way to the roof to chase after the elevator.
He must have been worried about you.
Of course he would be.
I've watched over 10 people depart, but he's the first one I've seen come looking for the dead. You have a place you can return to. Perhaps that's the difference between us.
Honestly, I don't care for all the noise. I'm rather envious of your world.
However, if you have a place to return home to, you should.
Home, huh? I find myself hesitating. I don't know which path I should take.
Isn't it obvious?
Hey, Vivia! Where did you go?
Please, go back to him. I'm sure he's waiting for you to return.
Chief, I'm here. I was doing ghosty things.
Vivia, I was looking all over for you. You had such a solemn look on your face when you left, so I had a hunch. What happened?
I got a bit lost.
Getting lost at your age? Then again, you didn't come to this city that long ago, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Let's go back to my awesome agency office.
You and your submarine, man.
Death is always awaiting me upon my path. Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet. Even if I manage to overcome them, and make it to the end of that path, when I turn around, the cruel truth is waiting there. The shadows are a procession to my own funeral. To live means to continuously die. Every human is nothing but a walking corpse. And so, I too am dying in this moment. However, as long as I continue to travel this path, I may enjoy some peaceful scenery.
Listen to the rain.
Beyond the truth. Perhaps the peace I desire can be found there.
I love him. Now we got one more. We got Yako to deal with. Which, based on the description, I have a feeling it's probably post main game. Maybe. Or maybe it's like during the game, because most of these I'm pretty sure have been like a little bit before Yuma arrived. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It's a little hard to gauge when, but it's definitely before the finale. At the very least. But we got the chief. We got the chief this time. This is the last one. That's all we have for RAINCODE. Oh yeah, no, has to be like after the main story, at the very least, near the finale. Without a doubt, because this is the same rundown area, same rundown lab.
Darling, Darling.
Oh, it's his wife. Gotta go to the wife. So yeah, this would mean this is currently
Yes, I'm Yuma! Chief, you understand me?
yeah, it's definitely Yako when he died, when he was killed and came back to life as Homunculi.
Oh, don't worry. I'm the ultimate master detective. I won't cause any trouble for you.
He's remembering everybody. No idea why he's smoking, though.
That depends on the payment.
Of course that's your main memory of Halara. Of course it is. Ow.
Darling.
Chief, please stay with us!
That was right when he was dying.
I got a bit lost.
And now we have a little bit of that. Little bit of recent memory.
We haven't grown up at all.
Oh. Well, there's his wife. I think we've only seen like one picture of her. And that was in the main game.
I've been waiting for you, my darling.
Duh. Wild. Make the zombie fight. Make the zombie man get with his wife. Yeah. Oh, 5 years ago. That would have been before the Eternal Reign started.
I'm sorry, but I quit.
Oh, wait! I promise I'll figure out some way to pay you by tomorrow.
It's so weird seeing him without his glasses.
Please wait just another 2 days. No, a week. wait for another week, please.
It's not about the money. Take a look at this town. Everything's changed. Nobody wants detectives here.
That's not true. The place has grown so big, it's just harder to see those in trouble. There are many people in need of our help.
Where are they then? We haven't had a single customer for a month. If there's any trouble, just ask Amaterasu. They do everything, right?
Ugh.
Why bother hiring a detective?
But this is our town. If we don't protect it, who will?
It's honestly cursed seeing this place drenched in sunlight.
Our town? How long will you keep dreaming? This place belongs to Amaterasu now.
But we promised we'd protect this town together.
But protect it from what? Let the peacekeepers handle it. I hear that Amaterasu pays them pretty well. I'm hoping they'll interview me there soon. Yako, I feel bad saying this, but you should quit being a detective and find a proper job.
What, you think this gig isn't proper?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, I think you're out of your mind. Listen, you leave me alone from here on out. I don't want you dragging me down when I try to join the peacekeepers.
Oh boy.
Hey! I'm all
Join the
alone
freaking
now.
peacekeepers, huh?
Hey there, Chief.
Uh,
When are you gonna pay your rent?
Sorry, I'm gathering the money for that right now.
You said that last week! And if you can't get me the money by today, I'll sell this place off to Amaterasu like I first planned.
So I guess when he's gonna get his submarine?
They'll pay a lot better than renting it out to you.
I understand. I'll do something about it today. Actually, could you wait until the end of the month?
Oh my god.
Not a chance!
Loan sharking, oh boy. Yeah, no, I think the sunlight is cursed for this place. I know it's
Jeez.
before the eternal rain, but like, it looks so cursed.
Are you with the Nocturnal Detective Agency?
Yes?
I'm looking for this person.
Oh, hello, wife.
I'll put a down payment of 100,000. If you find the target and bring her to me, it'll be 1 million. How about it?
A million? I'll do it. Please give me this job.
God damn it.
The woman currently works at a lab for Amaterasu Corporation.
Amaterasu again. That's annoying.
Is there a problem? If so, I can find someone else.
No, there's no problem. Yeah, screw Amaterasu, am I right?
Wonderful. Contact me once you find that woman.
Understood. Just for my reference, what do we do with the gal once I find her?
You'd be better off not getting too nosy.
$1 million covers 6 months worth of rent. Luck is back on my side.
6 months, that's literally nothing.
I better start on the job right away.
Just run! My guy, why do you run like that? Oh, we're back here.
That's the woman. Excuse me. Oh, what nice weather we're having.
Oh boy.
It's raining?
Oh, I like the rain.
Why did you have to say that so awkwardly? I love the rain. Come on, I'm being honest with that. Come on, man.
Fine. Here's the truth. I'm a detective. Someone hired me to search for you.
Ah, got it. I think I know why. I probably know your client, too. So, are you going to contact him? I'll go right now if you want.
Wait! Damn it. What am I doing? I should have just called the client right away. Who is my client? He didn't seem like the usual sort.
He did seem a little shady, just kind of walking up to you like that.
I work as a detective because I want to protect the city. I can't work for him if he's a criminal or something. Even if he's my client. Are you laughing? Hey, I'm dead serious about my job.
Sorry, I was just contemplating how your head must be full of rust.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It wasn't one. Well, I suppose an antique has its own charms.
God, these two are gonna be perfect.
Antique?
Your client is from our lab's rival organization. He's probably a headhunter. It's not uncommon. I get offers like this all the time. Some try more forceful methods, such as hiring a detective.
Oh, because you're a researcher at Amaterasu.
That's right. To be honest, it's not that great of a place. My boss is an ass, and my colleagues are all depressed.
Yeah.
When their own research doesn't go well, they yell and throw mugs at me.
Oh my god. They are so bonding.
Just the other day. Anyway, if my research is successful, it'll open a whole new field in regenerative medicine. It's still ongoing, but so far, it can repair nerve cells by simply ingesting medication. Do you understand how incredible that is? Do you see?
Yeah, I don't know about all this. Are you really supposed to tell me what you're researching? Shouldn't that stuff be kept secret? I'd really love to avoid getting dragged into a weird mess.
Oh, no. Well, whatever. Just make sure you don't tell anyone else. You should be good at that if you're a detective, right?
Of course.
Well, then, will you also keep quiet about where I am?
Yes, of course. Wait, hold on. You're asking me to lie to my client?
Yes? She literally told you a whole bunch of shit. Shouldn't you, at least be nice and be secretive?
That's entirely different.
How so? You could just say you never found me.
This is my job. It'd be one thing if he was a criminal or something, but a headhunter... There's no reason for me to keep quiet. My livelihood is on the line. A million is on the line.
But do you want to do that? Do you want to do that to her?
And I say I don't like it. Can't you respect my wishes? I live in this town. You said you wanted to protect us, so why don't you start with protecting me?
Well, hold on.
I work for Amaterasu because I'm from this town. I wanted to stay here, so I chose to work for them. I don't want to go anywhere else. If you're from around here, then you should feel the same way.
You were born here as well?
Will you really sell me out for some cash? Or will you protect your fellow citizen, born in the same town? Which part is your real work, Mr. Detective?
She's asking the real questions here, buddy.
I knew I shouldn't have spoken with her. After hearing all that, is there any possible way I could sell her out? Is that something a detective would do? All right, I'll leave you be. But you said you're not happy at your current workplace, yeah? In that case, I think you should really consider his offer.
No matter what comes my way, I have no plans to change my mind. I love this town.
Yeah. I also love this place. It's why I work as a detective. Damn it! My million!
Oh no! Shit!
You're...
I found you.
Oh
Watch out!
boy.
Get out of here now!
That's not the sort of headhunting I'd imagined.
You bastard!
I won't let you have your way in this town. I'm the only Detective Conai Ward's got. You got that?
No shooty with revolver in head, please. Don't shoot the wife. Ooh, nice moon.
Guess this is the last chance I'll have to enjoy the scenery. Ow!
I heard your detective agency was here. Are you okay? You're hurt.
Do I look okay to you? I'm hurting all over thanks to you. I lost my pay, and now I'm being forced to cover the damages to that cafe.
Why? The fucking guy was going to kill her. They should be charging him.
All my friends are gone. I have nothing left.
Well, I'm sorry.
Why are you here? The client's long gone. I have no business with you.
Why do you insist on being a detective? Even if you're doing it for the city's sake, aren't you getting tired of it?
When I was a kid, I'd gather with all the neighborhood kids and play detective. I loved it. I made matching badges for my friends and we went around patrolling. I was so proud to wear it on my chest. I let it get to my head. I said our group of detectives would protect this town. It's been decades. But I still can't bring myself to lie to my childhood friends. Conai Ward is going through some major changes. All the more reason why we need detectives here. So, I've decided to continue being the only one.
You haven't grown up at all.
Oh my god, they're childhood friends, of course!
That's...
Thanks for protecting me earlier. You know, more people may be coming after me. So I'd like to make you an offer, Mr. Detective. How would you like to work as my bodyguard?
Fucking god! Pretty.
I knew this day would come. Thank goodness for my research. This medicine can regenerate nerve cells. It's still in development, but I suppose I can leave a sample behind. It might be completed if someone takes over my research. It may even regenerate zombified brain cells.
Research on that. Oh.
look at you. Protecting me. Thanks, my sweet detective. You've done well. If the medication doesn't help, maybe you'd feel better if you saw me again? Hmm?
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's damn it. Fuck. You had to end it all with a tearjerker. Oh boy. I guess Yako's gonna be the main reason why everyone can go back to normal. Probably. Maybe. But that just makes me wonder what happened to his wife. Did she actually die, or is she also a homunculi? Because I'm trying to remember the main story. It's a little difficult to remember if she was not replaced. I think she died before the replacement. I don't know. It's hard to remember that bit. But God, he just went like, yeah, let's wrap this up with a tearjerker. Of course, why not? Ugh. I don't know if they plan on making a second one. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. They did. Like, they did really good with it, and I'm happy with the assortment of DLCs we got. It was good. Ooh. But yeah, I'm not really sure what they're gonna be doing with it. Like, probably, maybe we'll get a sequel and it's gonna be like a new area. Especially since Yuma's, you know, in a whole new area at this point. So it's kind of like a matter of just like, what are they gonna do, you know? But since this took like, you know, 6 years to freaking make, I imagine it's still gonna take quite a while. Or like maybe they're gonna do like a little bit of a detour in between this and the next title. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on what Kodak is gonna do next. Because that's what really ends up depending. It would be nice if this game also got on to other platforms. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got the full freaking package. I got the entire deluxe edition and shit, so like, I was all in with the Switch port of this, since, you know, this was meant to be a freaking exclusive for it. Which I don't necessarily have a problem with it, like, it's what it is. But otherwise, I finished this up. Not sure when I'd want to play it again, at least on my own. Probably like plenty of months ahead. Because like, the experience is still relatively fresh in my mind. And even over like the few months where we had like DLC drops and whatnot, those were mostly just extra character bits to just like give you more of them, which I think they did well. I think they were like I think they were like $15 in terms of all of them together. I got the deluxe version, so I ended up paying like $90 for this, which it was more than just the DLC. It was the game, the DLC, and the soundtrack and the art book. So like, I got more options there. So that would have put this at 75, give or take. If you just wanted the main game and the DLC, which is obviously more just character moments for like all roughly hour experiences. So they're short, but they're fulfilling. Especially the last one. Yako's is arguably the best one. But that's, I guess that's more me then. But that's probably because, like, they do so well with Yako in the main game that it makes you really want to know more of what happens to him. Which, unfortunately, they don't really do too much, other than give the hints that he's more than likely going to, probably heal himself, maybe even heal the zombies, the zombie homunculi for what they are, you know. We don't know. It's left very vague in that point, but that's probably the point, you know? So, who knows what they're gonna do? Could be anything. But I guess it all depends on, like, what they want to do next, because Kodaka and Uchikoshi are both part of 2PO Games at this point, so, well, they're like one of the founders, so like, the two of them are working on stuff together, and that, I don't know, that's cool. It's just a matter of like, what are they gonna do next? Because I imagine, at least with RAINCODE, it's probably going to take a little bit of a break. Because I don't think they're going to come back to Kanai Ward. Especially with, like, that new location that we saw that Yuma was in. Hell, even Kurumi has... The Kurumi and the other detectives have left Kanai Ward, so... It's really just a matter of, like, where are they going next? Where are they going to solve mysteries next? Because this was the big one. This was the big one that they needed to get a handle on. Which, I am glad that this turned out well. Because, at least to me, I much prefer the character work here compared to, like, Ladder, Danganronpa. But to be fair, you can't really compare the two that much outside of, you know, same writer and shit. And well, there's obviously differences between like the original Japanese text and the English text, which I've heard a lot of the things that the Japanese text is at least better in certain areas, but that doesn't really matter that much. The two just have the completely different energy, and they're going for two different things. They should be looked at as separate things, regardless of them being directed by the same person, you know? But that's kind of why I more or less thought that, I think this is better than Danganronpa, at least to me. But that's just a me thing. I just much prefer what Kodaka does here compared to Danganronpa. That's also probably because I don't like the... I really, really despise the killing game framework. I think it's always been a hindrance for the character writing, because I care about character writing above all else. And if the character writing isn't at least solid, I'm probably gonna be a little pissed. You know? Hell, it's why I'm mixed about Nirvana Initiative. Like, there's a decent framework there, but there's a lot of flanderization of characters, and it makes it messy. I still like it, but it feels so rushed that it makes some characters just feel so underutilized and misused. I'm talking a lot. So, guess we'll see what happens next with them. As of for the rest of the stream, I'm probably just gonna do like something on the side. I don't really have too many plans regarding that. So, I think we're just gonna switch on over. But before I do that, I should